blood on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. Ngayon ay manonood tayo ng Nook's Top 5. Siyempre, paborito natin itong Nook's Top 5. Ang pamagat ito ay Scary Video That Make You Pee a Little. Naku po, mamamanghi tayo dito pala pag pinanood natin to. O yung mga mag-diaper na kayo kasi sigurado nakatakot daw kasi favorite natin to. Subscribe nyo ang Nook's Top 5 para matuwa sa atin. Marami pa siyang video na gawin. Okay, so ito, tirahin natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
Built in 1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests
Grabe yung mga hotel sa kanila, oh. Bili mo yung ganyan, oh. Dito sa atin, sa Baguio, may mga ganyan.
and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own, unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the halls, and doors opening and closing for no reason. So, Martha and her husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
Uy, natakot!
He's looking at the look, he's looking at the bench. Oriole's freaking out, guys. And there's somebody sitting there.
May pinuupuan, ah.
He doesn't want to go by it.
O, di ba? Obvious na may nakikita yung aso.
It's alright, come on.
O, upuan lang, hindi makalampas. Para may bubulong. Takot na takot, oh. Tingnan nyo naman yung loob ng hotel. Ang creepy naman talaga.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
The dog Oreo freaks out and wants nothing to do with the bench in the hotel's hallway. He jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video, because it's what they hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl.
O, sabi ko namin, narinig din ako kanina, eh.
What the f*** did he say?
On playback, as Oreo is running away from the bench, a chilling disembodied voice whispers, "Come back, come back."
It's alright, come on.
Sabi sa inyo, eh. Narinig ko kanina yun, eh. Tangina naman talaga, oh. 4 na, eh. Ay, sorry, nagbura ako.
Now, Martha originally recorded this video of the dog's strange reaction over 5 years ago, but she says she only recently realized that she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out for their dog.
Creepy! Sakto pa, di ba? Lumabas siya. Lumayo yung aso.
Unseen attack.
A new attraction in town is sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum is now open down on West Boundaries. Yikes!
The
Nice.
Savannah Paranormal
Creepy naman nun.
Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the city's long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses
Tinan mo naman yung museum. Nakakatakot naman.
a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls from around the world. And many believe these very items have actually led to the building itself being haunted.
Oh my God! Oy! Oh shit! No. Ayoko na, kinakabahan na talaga ako sa mga ganito. Parang nagka-trauma na ako. Alam nyo ba, binabangungot na ako. Simula lang punta ako sa school, binabangungot ako lagi.
But lately, activity at the museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive. One morning, the museum's podcast producer, JT Timmons, is working at the front desk when something happens that terrifies him.
O, tinan nyo, ganyan talaga yung mga takot, eh, no? Lingon ng lingon, eh, no? Wala, may umubo. Tawag na may sakit yung ano? May sakit yung multo. Oy! Yan ang ayokong mangyari. Putang ina, yung hahawakan talaga. Ay, sorry, nagbura na naman ako. Hirap mag-edit ito. Ayoko nung ganito, yung may nahawakan. Oh, totoo eh, oh. Uy, wag ganyan. Ayoko nung ganyan. Baka nang tipakulong talaga, oh.
First, JT hears a cough from somewhere nearby. And he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact, he's the only person in the building. Then something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs his laptop and just hurries out of the museum. Just a week later, and the group is conducting a paranormal investigation inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happens next is chilling.
What are you angry about?
I have freaks out this.
Steer away.
It's dude, this is crazy.
Oh, ano nangyari? Oh. Kawawa na yung isa na yun eh. Pinakawawa na eh.
One of the paranormal investigators is slammed in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground. So did the Paranormal Museum capture 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for yourself. Invisible Guest.
Oh my God.
A young woman named Sydney is invited to be a bridesmaid at a family wedding. She's thrilled, especially when she finds out that the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast, because from the moment they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase, as if something there is
Itong mga aso na to, kung ano kasi nararamdaman sa buhay. Ayaw na lang tumahol, kaya kumain ng kumain.
really disturbing him.
We were just out walking my dog. And when we came in, we heard.
Hoy, gumalaw yung kortina sa taas. Gumagalaw yung kortina sa taas. Rottweiler ito Rottweiler.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Oh, nakadang tipaklong naman yan. Ba't may balon dyan? Whoa!
Some unseen force seems to suddenly pull the dog's leash upward before it falls back around the dog's neck.
Uy, gagi. Legit yun.
The clip alone is creepy enough,
Oh,
but if you
walang tali yun. Kasi kung may tali yun, makikita nyo na higit-higit yung pinakadulo ng tali. Pero siya hindi eh. Siya parang binitawan lang o hinagis lang. Ulitin natin.
before it falls back around the dog's neck. The clip alone
Ayan,
is
oh.
creepy
Oh.
enough, but if
Parang
you listen
hinagis.
closely, right before the leash seems to be yanked upward, you can hear what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
Takot na ako.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
Okay, so this is the leash. If this moves, I'm literally going to run.
Oy, gago. Oy, wag kang gagalo, sasapakin kita.
There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but Sydney can't figure out what's going on. However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I think it's something that's underneath.
Oh my God. Nako, nakalock.
The door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up.
As she looks around, she realizes that there's a locked door at the back of the stairs. Sydney and her sister decide to investigate the strange door, and what they find is absolutely chilling.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light
Oh
is
my
on
God.
there.
Huwag mo silipin, ha? Ay, sisilipin yan.
I wonder if...
Ay! Atang, ha? Ala! Uy, kita yung... Ay, hindi. Sa labas pa yata. Ay, hindi, loob nga to, loob to.
Maybe there's something right behind the door. Oh my God.
Pucha. Ay, sorry. No!
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the doorknob and yank the door. Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because there's a room under the stairs that we can't get into. It's locked. So I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week. So
now Sydney begins to wonder if they
Pero
caught
walang
something
laman, no?
paranormal when they had the bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to record again. And this is where things take a terrifying
Puta, ano,
turn.
meron pa pala to.
yeah. Scary.
Nakakaba naman to.
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
Pucha, ulitin na naman yan. Huwag mo ulitin. Ay, hindi. Doorknob lang pala yun. Hindi, parang may ilaw kanina eh. O, ano ito? Ito yung loob. Oo nga, loob. Dahil susuot niya yung camera niya. Ah! Ano po, utsak, hayop ka. Ayusin mo buhay mo. Shit. Utsak na. Uy, may humihila ng camera niya. May gumagalaw. Ay, gago. Huwag kang papakita. Huwag kang papakita sa camera, parang awa mo na. Sisikat ka. Huwag kang papakita, sisikat ka. Ay, gago.
Suddenly, something yanks the phone right out of her hand. Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door. And then, weirdest of all, the phone seems to lift back up and point toward the door before dropping again. Sydney calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone. But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney notices some strange scratches
Puta, kinuha talaga yung legit. Kinuha talaga yung phone na napunta doon.
on the bottom of the door. Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and returned home. But just what did they encounter? Was it something supernatural? As always, you decide. It's cold.
Dada, bumubukas ako ng ilaw, natatakot ako po. Pansin nyo, bumalik na yung takot ko. Napapansin nyo ba, bumalik na yung takot ko nung mga nag-uumpisa pa lang ako na nag-uumpisa pa lang ako mag-reaction video ng nakakatakot. Parang mga last year siguro, or last 2 years. Ganito ako takot ako mag-reaction video. Bumalik na naman ako sa back to zero ako, hayop na hospital.
Whenever you feel
Julia.
like it. Maybe after the video. Hitcher.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
That's not human.
So this next audio clip was actually sent to me months ago, and I ignored it. I figured it was another fake, over-the-top 911 creature encounter story. But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over, I finally decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911 call. The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Bleeding?
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
Boom.
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Oh, creepy
Sir,
na.
are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road. It's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am. I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Oh my God. Ano kaya yun?
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified. It is a real 911 call. But obviously, that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says he slammed on the brakes and the thing flew over the cab, hit the road, got
Kung ganyang itsura talaga naman matatakot ka no?
up, and ran into the woods. The YouTube channel Carolina Case Files actually confirmed the report with Pender County Sheriff Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that evening, a call came into our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road, and it appeared to be bleeding. Now, he stated he was traveling 55 or 60 mile an hour, so I can see how traveling at that speed in the dark, it would be difficult to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape, without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Now, obviously there's no way to verify what the man saw. But keep in mind, he stayed on the line with 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making a false report or for being under the influence of anything. So what exactly happened out there? Sheriff Cutler says people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the Curry area near the battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
You can watch a full deep dive on this case over on the YouTube channel,
Legit na legit na 911 ko.
Carolina Case Files. Pulled from a dream. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Nikolai says that ever since they
Diyos ko po, baby na naman. Sige, iwanan nyo na naman sa kabilang kwarto yung mga anak nyo.
moved his young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera has been catching some very strange things at night. One evening as Hannah sleeps, the camera records this.
Tanaw nyo naman, oh. Susolo yung anak dyan. Oh my God. Tapos tulog kayo. Umiyak yung bata. Umayak yung bata. Oh.
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something. Pulled so hard that not only does the crib move, but it even shakes the camera several feet away. She wakes up screaming from the sudden jolt. Now, normally I would just dismiss a video like this as a child kicking in her sleep. But again, this pull is so violent that it actually shakes part of the room, and her leg doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own. But is it supernatural? As always, you decide.
Pero kasi feeling ko tinadyakan yung ano eh. Tinadyakan yung crib eh. Hindi galing sa loob eh.
If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official.
Isend nyo nga dito yung bintana. Isend nyo dito yung bintana.
A woman named Sarah cleans rental homes for a realtor whenever tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to because renters never seem to stay there for long, always breaking their leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay,
Oh my goodness. Ito na naman tayo. Mga pinto, mga
ya es
bintana.
noche. Estoy sola. Chingados estoy.
Walang tao dyan, ha? Oh.
No hay nada. Me dio cosas a la pinche puerta. ¿Dónde está la luz acá?
Oh, ba't mo pinatay ilaw?
Chingada madre.
Malakas din ang trip mo eh, no? Ang lakas mo.
Ahí está. Ok, ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara. Se está poniendo ahorita tenso. Ahorita les voy a enseñar qué es eso que se escucha. ¡Hey! ¿Andan acá?
Gago, nagpaparamdam, kinakausap pa niya eh.
No mames. Espérenme. Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta ya me está dando cosa. Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea. Escuché mucho ruido. Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo ya.
Oh, shit! Ang linaw nun, oh. Oh, ang linaw nun, oh. Ang linaw nun, walang tao.
Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo ya.
Ang linaw nun, oh. Walang tao.
Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor. Ya me voy a la chica.
First, the door to the toilet opens on its own, but Sarah shrugs it off. Then a creepy voice can be heard mumbling something indistinct.
Entonces, el señor dice que ya van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Se escucha el ruido para acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha mucho ruido.
Did you see it?
Hindi, gago.
As Sarah goes to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark bedroom seems to peek out at her and then duck back inside. But in the dark, even Sarah doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this isn't pareidolia or just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there. A few moments later, another door opens on its own, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house that renters just won't stay in? Let me know what you think. Scary videos.
Ay, Diyos ko po. Natakot na ako eh.
This is where all the videos go that are not necessarily scary, but are just weird, or funny, or neither. First up, a young woman says that she was playing with a Ouija board earlier in the night. And then as she's recording herself in her car singing along to her favorite song, she sees a pair of glowing eyes right behind her.
Ano yun? Gago, nervyosa pala to. Kala niya may mata.
Okay, never mind, those aren't glowing eyes, that's just a headrest. Moving on. Now, if you're like me, you're loving the new series It, Welcome to Derry. And if so, you also might enjoy this.
Oh my god, it is that. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Stay away! No! No! Hey, Georgie. Georgie. Oh, what? That's a nice boat.
And finally, they say that sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
Supposed to start recording before the green screen comes up. Supposed.
Oh my god. Ang inang takot dun eh.
Who filter?
So that's all for this week. Thank you so much.
Grabe takot ko dun sa ano, yung kinuha yung cellphone niya. Takot ako eh. Wisit talaga yun. Ay, nako, yun, thank you. Nakakatakot na, napaihi ba kayo ng konti? Kasi sabi ni Nox, mapapaihi daw tayo ng konti. Ako, muntik na ako mapaihi ng konti. So, thank you sa panonood at see you next video.
Tirahin na natin to bago pa tirahin ang iba.